week in unnecessary censorship and music from Fifth Harmony featuring Kid Ink with Vito and the Cleetones. And now, chances are, here's Jimmy Kimmel!
Summer is almost here. We're getting close to the weekend. It's a holiday weekend. Are you ready for Father's Day? Why don't I believe that? Father's Day is that special day when you call your dad and talk to him for about 2 minutes and 4 seconds before he asks if you want to talk to your mother and hands her the phone. Father's Day didn't become an official holiday until 1972, 58 years after Mother's Day became a holiday, which sounds about right. They don't want anything. All we want is to be left alone with an iPad on the toilet, to be honest with you. But if you are looking for a fun and memorable Father's Day gift, I have just the thing, our Father's Day YouTube challenge. We do this every year. It's become a cherished tradition. This is where you get the opportunity to do something weird to your dad on TV. I believe this is the 4th year we've done this. The first time we did it, we asked people to spray Dad with a hose, and that went great.
Hey, Dad.
Why are you doing this? On me.
I don't know. Why is anyone doing anything? It's a good question. But so this year, we have a new prank for Pop. And you're all invited to take part. What I would like you to do this year is make your dad a Father's Day breakfast and serve it to him in the shower. Shoot it and upload it to YouTube with the title, "Hey, Jimmy Kimmel, I served my dad breakfast in the shower," so we can find it. Please shoot it from the waist up, because YouTube will take it down if you don't. And we also ask that no dads be harmed in the making of this video. Do not, for instance, bring a toaster into the shower with you. Again, "Hey, Jimmy Kimmel, I served my dad breakfast in the shower." And once you post the video, look for a YouTube message from us, and we'll share the best ones on the show next week for Father's Day. Oh, this I think you will like. We went on the street today to ask people who are with their fathers to tell us one thing they've done that they've never told him about, something Dad was unaware of, and some of the answers we got were potentially problematic.
What's one thing you've done you've never told your dad?
Something I never told my dad was one time at my lake house, I had a bubble bath, and I let the faucet keep running while I was sitting in the bubbles, and the bubbles started lifting up, and it splashed everywhere in the bathroom. So I didn't know, the walls were all wet, so I didn't know what to do. So I took a hairdryer and started blowing the walls, and it burned all the walls. It started
Is that what that was?
Yeah. And so I never told anybody, so then they had to redo the bathroom because I kept it a secret, and so, yeah. So I let
Okay, now we know. The mystery solved.
Well, when they used to take my cell phone away when I would get in trouble when I was younger, I actually bought a track phone that I secretly had, and so I still have a phone, but they never knew about it.
I never knew that.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like she deceived me.
I got a tattoo about a year ago.
What?
Where? On my hip.
We'll talk about this later. You guys were all in Vermont this past winter. I had a 80-person plus party, and a giant fight broke out when the cops came, and multiple holes were put in the wall. But
So that's where all the toilet paper went, I guess, yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
we had stole a bubblegum machine and went to McDonald's and tried to get something with it, but it was like 15 cents in there, so.
That's good. That's not too bad.
What's one thing you've done that you've never told your dad?
When we had a dog, I fed him like 5 popsicles in a day.
Why?
He liked it.
You fed the dog popsicles, really? Yeah. I guess that's why the dog's not with us anymore.
You can't feed a popsicle to a dog. I've always said that. Well, I have some sad news to share with you. The world's oldest person has died again. third time this year. Someone is killing the world's oldest people, and we do nothing about it. This is Geraldine Talley. She resided in Inkster, Michigan. She was 116 years old, born in 1899, one of the last living people born in the 1800s. She lived through 2 world wars, the invention of the airplane, and at least 5 Justin Bieber haircuts. She really saw it all. So now the new oldest person in the world is another American, a woman named Susanna Jones, who lives in Brooklyn. She's 115, and I worry that something might happen to her, too. I really do. Unfortunately, very sadly for Geraldine, she did not live long enough to see this. At long last, by popular demand, we have a taco emoji. There was no taco emoji. There was actually a campaign for this. More than 32,000 people signed a petition to lobby for a taco emoji, and they got it. So there you go, activism at work. It does work. And by the way, if you signed a petition for the taco emoji and didn't vote in the last election, you should be sterilized. You really should. Now, it's unclear when the taco emoji will officially be available on our phones, but it's exciting because pretty soon we'll be able to text this to each other. And I'll tell you we'll never have to use the term make love again. Sunday, in case you didn't know, is the first official day of summer, which means I will finally be able to wear my cute new sandals. You know, the seasons don't change much here in Hollywood. The only way you can tell it's summer is the guy who dresses as SpongeBob outside our theater smells about 30% worse than he usually does. But this is a great video from a beach in Croatia. This is summer fun. Now, you see a guy playing Frisbee with, or what I think is supposed to be Frisbee, with another guy. Although the way they're playing it, it's hard to tell. Is this how Frisbee in Croatia is played? I mean, I don't understand how no one around him is bothered by this. No one steps in. I'm surprised those guys even know how to use the ocean, to be honest with you. Give them a boomerang, they'll probably be killed. Meanwhile, this is really crazy. In the city of Ahmedabad, which is in India, urinating and defecating in public is a major, major problem. According to the World Bank, 53% of Indian households do their business in the street. It's such a big issue in India that UNICEF produced, this is a musical public service announcement they produced last year. This is not a joke. This is not something we made up. This is a real thing called Take the Poo to the Loo.
Let's take the poo. 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 Let's take the poo.
Why must this be taught? So I guess the cartoon didn't work because people are still doing it, and authorities in Ahmedabad are now planning to pay people to use the toilet. For real, citizens will be paid 1 rupee every time they use a toilet instead of the street. It's basically government-funded potty training, and the hope is that people will get used to it, and then they will do it without being paid. But right now, the focus is on spreading the word, and I'm hoping that this PSA will help.
The streets of Ahmedabad. They are meant for walking, dancing, shopping, conversing, and laughing. They are not meant for pooping. Hi, I'm Salman Patel. Why go on the streets when you can turn your poop into cold, hard cash? Cash for poop, 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 poop. Cash for poop is a way to encourage residents to make poopies for rupees. Just ask these happy poopers.
I made a rupee.
I made a rupee.
I made 5 rupees.
No rupee just yet. I'll keep you posted.
Don't waste your waste. Use cash for poop, 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 poop. Because we're sick of it.
Paid for by the Ahmedabad City Council.
We have to take a break, but when we come back, and I promise we will, I have an exclusive interview with one of Donald Trump's brothers. So stick around. We'll be right back. He's on the way, but first, Donald Trump is running for president. You probably know that, which so far I have to say has been everything I could have hoped for and more. Future President Trump made his big announcement Tuesday in front of a packed crowd of very passionate supporters, or so it seemed, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Someone from Trump's camp hired actors to go to the press conference to hold up signs and cheer for him. Well, you know, he said he was going to create jobs, and I mean, that's... Trump's spokespeople are denying these allegations. They said they did not hire actors. Those people were just regular fans. But the casting agency that supposedly sent out the job listing refused to give a comment. And I don't blame it. You know, it's embarrassing. This is the political equivalent of paying kids to come to your birthday party. But either way, it has been a fun 72 hours with Trump in the race. Former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford weighed in to show support for Donald Trump yesterday. So that's, I don't know if you can have a Canadian running mate, but definitely worth checking into. And this is exciting. We were able to contact Donald Trump's brother. He's got a brother named Gordon Trump who's never done a television interview before. But we reached out to him, and graciously he agreed to chat with me. So please come. We're going to the Wall of America now on the big Cisco screen. And please welcome Donald Trump's brother, Gordon. Hello, Gordon.
Hey, Jimmy. Call me the Gordo.
All right. The Gordo, okay. That's good.
Yes, Donnie is the Donnie, and the Gordo is the Gordo.
Okay, the Gordo. I can see the family resemblance. I mean, why have we not seen you anywhere before?
You know, I stay pretty busy running my incredibly successful, highly lucrative, blue-chip chain of froyo stores.
Oh, how many stores do you have?
One, Jimmy.
Okay.
But it's the #1 froyo store in the entire Tri-County Northeast region. I've changed the game, Jimmy. Before me, there was no froyo. There was just frozen yogurt. What I did was a completely ingenious idea. I took the word frozen, I took the word yogurt, and I smashed them together to create the most amazing outside-the-box name. You know what I called it, Jimmy? Do you know? Do you know? Do you want to know what I named it, Jimmy? Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
What, like froyo?
Exactly, froyo. And more specifically, Trump froyo.
Trump froyo. Oh, okay. Why 3 M's in Trump?
Fantastic question for somebody like you, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you.
I've deduced that the letter M is actually the most powerful letter in the entire English language. It stands for money, macho, mansions, millions of dollars, Monique, Mr. Roboto, domo arigato, Jimmy, Moulin Rouge, Manchichi, MacGyver, and most importantly, it stands for delicious. And that's why I decided to use triple the power of the letter M. And the Donnie threatened legal action if I use the regular spelling.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that makes more sense. Do you and Donald get along?
The Donnie, Jimmy.
The Donnie. Do you and the Donnie get along?
Of course we do, thick as thieves.
Have you ever worked together?
We tried to work together, but you got to realize that you can't have 2 alpha males in the same company. You know what it's like? It's like silverback gorillas in the wild. Plus, I was stealing office supplies.
Oh. All right. And now, he's been very successful. He's trying to get to the White House. Do you think he will make a good president of the United States?
Of course I do. The Donnie loves this country more than anyone I know. And I know over 100 million people.
Wow.
It's true.
That's a lot of people.
The Donnie loves everything American, except for his wives. He likes those to be from Slovenia.
Okay. Wait a minute. Guillermo, what are you doing? You were here like a minute ago. Guillermo, what are you doing?
I got hungry, Jimmy.
Oh, you're supposed to be at work. Guillermo, get back to work. Come back here. Thank you so much, the Gordo. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Don't forget to rate me on Yelp. 6 stars.
Okay, I think they only have 5, but thank you, and I will do that.
No, they added an extra one for me. Anything less is un-American, like your friend El Guillermo.
Okay, thank you. That is Gordon Trump.
Jimmy.
Yes.
You're frozen.
Okay, thank you. Gordon Trump, everyone. Donald Trump's brother. And one more thing, it's Thursday night, which means we traditionally bleep and blur the big TV moments of the week. It is time for This Week in Unnecessary Censorship.
Not much you can say, really. I mean, you get to this point, and I've been on the end of this 4 times.
Do you find LeBron's cock attractive?
Steve Kerr, I'm not going to allow you to fuck me, sir.
We 2 trillion in Iraq. 2 trillion.
The Pride Parade in West Hollywood is colorful. You've got the aptly named Dudes with
It is that time of year when there are days when it's just too hot to.
No more excuses.
till the cows come home.
It's probably not a good thing. We don't but the president sometimes.
Good evening. I'm Chris Matthews in Washington. You want to if a is too big to that is too big to exist.
Andre Iguodala, he was a no question last night.
There is a connection between men's and their health.
I just shoved you. Now get out of here before this hand turns into a fist and I use it to you in the let's go, Rigby.
From Transparent, Jeffrey Tambor is here, and we'll be right back with Jack Black, so stick around.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by Schick Hydro. With a great shave, epic things happen. Check them out at epicbarbershop.com.
Tambor is here, and then later, this album is called Reflection Fifth Harmony, featuring Kid Ink from the AT&T chain. Next week, we have a great week for you. We will be joined next week by John Hamm, Wanda Sykes, Jada Pinkett Smith, Lizzie Kaplan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Jai Courtney, and we'll have music from Robert DeLong, 1,000 Horses, Nate Roos, and Sheila E. will be sitting in with Cleto and the boys out in the band. So our first guest tonight is a Golden Globe-nominated actor, a Grammy-winning performer, and an all-around lovable man. His new comedy, The Brink, premieres Sunday night on HBO. Please say hello to Jack Black. I just made a decision. At the end of this decade, I'm going to give out an award for greatest entrance of the decade. And I can't promise you're going to win because we still have 5 years left to go.
Yeah.
You will definitely be nominated.
I'm in the running. Nice.
You will definitely be nominated.
I appreciate you.
How you doing?
I went with the I don't give a entrance, where it's like I got my back to you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know, it was very theatrical. I like it.
It just came to me like right before you opened the door.
You didn't write that?
No.
No, wow.
Maybe I wrote it a little bit on the way here. How should I come in?
How you doing? You have two little boys.
I do have two boys. Now they're 7 and 9 years old, so they just had their birthdays.
Do they have Father's Day plans for you?
You know, I'm going to be on a jet plane. I'm going to Europe to do some promoting, some big Hollywood Jack promotions in Europe. And so I'm not even going to be home for Father's Day, so there's probably going to be some, like, Skype Father's Day.
Yeah, those are
It's kind of sad.
Skype Father's Days are the worst Father's Days of all, aren't
It's
they?
kind of like when people in the audience should say, "Aw."
Yeah.
It doesn't work if I tell you to do it, but...
What kind of a dad are you? Are you a disciplinarian? I'm guessing no.
What are you guessing no? That doesn't seem like I can crack the whip. No. I bring down the hammer with regard to schedule. That's my main thing is bedtime. Dude, what are you doing awake? Bed. Brush them teeth. You didn't brush long enough. I'm actually kind of an a-hole.
Wow, really?
I'm like, what time is it? Get up. You're not going to be late to school.
What time is bedtime for
I might be abusive slightly. Bedtime is around 8-ish.
8-ish?
Yeah.
Oh, see, the ish means you're not really a disciplinarian.
No, not really. I play pretty loose.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, definitely. You must play it pretty loose.
And it's also kind of loose when it comes to... This is my worst fathering thing, is the screen time. I'm pretty lazy. My main fault as a father is just letting them have a little too much screen time. Oh. And then I will bring the hammer down and say, how much screen time have you had? No more screen time. And then I'll be on my screen. And then they'll call me on the hypocrite card, and I'm like, I'm working. You're just messing around. But I do my best. I do the best I can.
Are you like an activities kind of guy where you to organize things, or we're going to go do this? Or...
We do stuff. I mean, we get mostly it's backyard shenanigans because I'm famous and I don't like taking pictures and signing autographs. So it's like we're flinging the frisbee in the backyard. We're going to pitch a tent in the backyard, do a little backyard camping.
Oh, really? That's fun.
I buy a lot. Yeah, there's some good stuff. I mean, I buy a lot of toys that are for them, but really they're for me.
Yeah.
Like I like the blaster gun where it shoots out like little flying saucers.
Yes.
Those Nerf ones.
Nerf-style flying saucers, yeah.
But it's a little hard to cock them, so you kind of have to be an adult to do it. And I have a really good time watching them run from my mega blaster. Run! Exercise!
Are you like a coaching, or are you into sports or anything like that?
There's no real organized sports. Yeah, that's my failure so far. Well, my youngest likes to do soccer.
Are you an exercise guy? Do you
Whoa! And the last.
I said,
why is that hilarious? Because I'm heavy. Okay, you know what? As a matter of fact, I am an exercise guy, but not in the classic sense. I'm not like, there's not a lot of cardio in my game, but there is like some exercise to stay limber, to stay fresh, to stay alive. I do it for circulation, to get the blood pumping to all the organs of my body. And it's a new thing where I'm like, screw losing weight. That's not, I already have made peace with that. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
I'm so hungry right now.
Right.
All the time. But I figured out there are ways to be healthy and fat, and that's a new book that I'm writing, Healthy Fat. Or I'm not sure, it might be happy fat, or it's like fat and then a positive. It might be sexy fat. There's a lot, but...
I like sexy fat.
Thank you.
I think that's the one to go with.
Well, it's possible. Yeah, sexy fat is the snappiest.
Yeah, it is definitely the snappiest.
I started writing it kind of. It's just in the conceptual phase.
Well, let's try to finish it during the commercial break, and then when we come back, maybe, who knows, you'll have a whole book to sell to people.
It's a New York Times bestseller. Sexy fat?
The show is called The Brink. It premieres Sunday on HBO. Right back with Jack Black.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Gentlemen, this family's completely innocent. I'm the one you're looking for. Now, if you'll please unhand that lovely woman, we can all discuss this over, I don't know, sponge cake and milky tea.
I wouldn't get too cute with these guys because they're kind of like Al Gestapo.
Don't worry about it, Rafiq. Just have to show them this. I'm reaching in my pocket. No need to shoot. Boom. Nothing to worry about. Okay? That's to inform you that I'm an employee of the U.S. State Department entitled to all diplomatic privileges, or not.
That is Jack Black in the new HBO show, The Brink. It premieres this Sunday night at 10:30. That's very exciting.
Yeah, it's my first big TV show. I've never had a TV show before.
Oh, wow. How about that? I didn't even realize that. It is a big TV show, and you're very funny in it also.
Dipping my toe into the TV waters, yeah, HBO.
The show is set in Pakistan.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that is not where did you shoot the show?
We shot it all in Los Angeles, but it looks exactly like Pakistan. It's like a magic trick.
It is like a magic trick.
And I defy anyone watching the show to find one trace of Los Angeles in it. But who cares about where it is shot? The main thing is that it's a badass show. It's super...
That is amazing.
Here's what you get. Funny, action, comedy, burrito.
Burrito? Oh, because, yeah, they don't have them
Well, it didn't have to be a burrito.
Yeah, L.A. is like Pakistan with burritos.
But, yeah, I'm excited about it.
You're working with Tim Robbins on
Yeah, my buddy Tim Robbins, who, you know, I got my career started with Tim Robbins. He cast me in a play. You don't know about this. When I was 13 years old, he cast me in a play.
Excuse me 1 second.
Excuse me, Mr. Black?
Yeah.
I'm here for the Father's Day massage.
Yeah.
And my daughter told me to be 10 minutes early.
Okay, yeah. Well, you are a little bit early, but that's fine. Just,
what is going on?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I started a service where people can have massage from their favorite celebrities. And is it all right if I just go ahead and do this?
Celebrity, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now?
Yeah. So why don't you just come around here and we'll get started.
You started a company?
Yeah. It's just a little something for money on the side.
Oh.
But plop it right here. Here we go. It's called Starsky and Touch, and Father's Day is kind of like our busiest season.
Oh.
Do you have your gift certificate? I forgot to ask you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get that cold puncher.
And boop.
That's how they do it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, okay,
Yikes.
so anyway, you're talking about Tim Robbins, I think.
we're gonna need a little Earl here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Robbins. So yeah, I was in a play with Tim Robbins when I was 13 years old, and
really,
he's a brilliant director. You know what, bro? You've got a monster knot right here.
Ooh.
It's hard for me to get at it from this angle. Do you mind taking off the robe and getting up on this table here?
No.
All right, cool. Hold on.
On what table? My table?
Right here. If that's all right, is it okay? Yeah, because it's hard to get it's hard to get a good angle on him. But anyway, yeah, just working with Tim, it was kind of like a reunion.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I did that play when I was 13 years old, but then I also was in the first movie he ever directed, Bob Roberts.
Oh, yes.
Back in 91. Sorry.
That feel good?
Is that good? It's all right. Okay, you just let me know if it's too much. If the pressure's too much, you just let me know. Or if it's too soft, also let me know.
Excuse me, Mr. Black.
Oh, hi.
I have a gift certificate for the Father's Day special.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Just take a seat on the couch and relax. There's some cucumber waters and magazines behind the cushion. I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm a little pressed for time.
Yeah, me too. I'm a
He's
little
in a
pressed for
hurry.
time also.
Jimmy, would you mind taking care of him while I...
You know, I actually would rather not. Oh, there are magazines back there. You know what? Actually, maybe Jeffrey Tambor can take care of him when he comes out.
Oh, that'd be great. Is Jeffrey Tambor available to do it?
Oh, no. Oh, great. Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I was gonna ask if you could help out with the dad massage, but it looks like you're already. You have your hands.
I wish I could help you, Jimmy, but you know this is it's a busy season for me.
Okay, Guillermo, you're in there eating yogurt, huh? Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, you know what? This seems like a good time as any to take a break. The Brink premieres Sunday night on HBO. Jack Black, everybody. We'll be right back with Jeffrey Tambor.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by Chic Hydro. With a great shave, epic things happen. Check them out at epicbarbershop.com.
Our next guest has played some of the best characters on some of the best TV shows ever. He was Hank on The Larry Sanders Show, George and Oscar on Arrested Development, and now Maura, who was formerly Mort on the show Transparent.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm just trying. Can you just help me out here? Are you saying that you're going to start dressing up like a lady all the time?
Honey, all my life, my whole life, I've been dressing up like a man. This is me.
Transparent is available on Amazon.com. Please welcome Jeffrey Tambor. Here, of these three great shows that you've been on, for which do you get recognized most frequently?
I would have to say, well, George Sr. in Arrested Development, I get a lot of...
You get a lot of that,
I get a lot of people screaming in my ear, no touching. And there's always money in the banana bank. In fact, when I go to a hotel, it's a good chance that the chef will have sent up frozen bananas.
Oh, really? Oh, because your character on the show is
right,
sold
but
frozen?
I hate frozen bananas.
Oh, you do? That's great. What do you do with them?
I wait for them to melt, but guess what they don't do? Melt. And you don't want to put them in the hallway because the chef will get pissed off.
Yeah, right.
And then you can't put them in the toilet, although they are ergonomically correct to go down there. But so you have
They won't go down the toilet.
They will, but you have to call people afterward.
Yeah, that's a weird call
and
to
then
make.
I get Hey Now from, you know.
Hey Now, yeah. Of course, yeah. Because
by the way, and I know you're a friend of Howard.
Of Howard Stern's, yes.
I think 20 years ago, I did his show, 4 o'clock in the morning out here, and he said, "Oh, by the way, would you lay that down? Could you say?" And I said, "Hey, now," and that's what's on there now.
Yeah, it lived forever.
Yeah.
It's something that I think is something he says a lot because of you. And as a talk show host, it is a thrill to look at you and say, like, oh, it's like the Larry Sanders show, and here's the guy. Was that part written for you specifically?
No, I was auditioning for something else that I was unsuited for, and a guy named Alan Zweibel.
I know Alan.
Alan said, "You're not right for this. Get out." No, he said, "You're not right for this," and he said, "But can I call Gary?" And the next day I had an audition. At 5 o'clock, I was so nervous, I left my house at 12 o'clock, and I drove in a circle around Los Angeles, just slowly but surely, and at 5 o'clock, I got there, and I auditioned, and I was so nervous that in the audition, and it's on the DVD tape, on the audition, and I did it with Gary, when Gary's character made a move to leave, I picked up the whole couch, and I put it in front of the door. And from that, I had the role.
You turned an audition into an abduction, is what you did.
Yes. And then later, I got so nervous, I called him at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He was at his gym, and I got him to come to the phone, and I said, "I must play this role." And I said, "I have never done this before in my life." And he said, "Yes, but Hank does."
Hank would, yeah, that's right. That's well, that's very hanky. Hank probably would have went to the gym and spotted him.
Yes.
Speaking of great television shows, you were on The Love Boat more than once, yes?
Yes, I had such a bad experience, I decided to do it twice. But listen, Gavin and all the people out there, this is not a meant thing. I'd come from Broadway, I thought it was a big deal. They paid me $5 grand, and I did it. I did The Love Boat. Oh.
Yeah. And was it?
I was horrible.
Were you?
No. Horrible.
How would anyone know on The Love Boat if someone was horrible?
There's a thing at the end, that Jack Jones, is it Jack Jones?
He sings the theme song, yeah.
Love, exciting, and they put your name up, and you have to go around like this.
Yeah.
And I was so screwed up that they went action, and they love, excite, and I was like this.
Well, we actually have that video of, well, roll that, and let's see what...
Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something
Jeff, do you keep in touch with? Yeah, Jeff. You do.
Do I keep in touch with
Shirley the Seal?
No.
Yeah. No.
The Seal got better billing than I did. Got third billing.
By the way, I want to mention this new show of yours, Transparent, because it's really a fantastic show. And you are unbelievably great in it. And what really, what fortune to have a role like this come to you and for them, too, for you to play it.
Jill Soloway is truly a genius, and I always say that she gave me the greatest role of my career. I mean, I'm going to be 71.
Wow.
That's in 20 years. No, I'm going to be 71. And roles don't come across like this in a career. And so I thanked her for for giving me one of the great roles ever, and also giving me one of the great responsibilities ever. Because
for sure,
Maura is transitioning, and she is a member of the transgender community, and she has changed her life. Our show basically asks the question: if I change, will you still love me? Will you still be there? And people are really, really responding to it, and people are loving it. It
is a great show. If you haven't seen it and you're fantastic in it, it's called Transparent. You can get it on Amazon Prime. The great Jeffrey Tambor, everybody. We'll be right back with Fifth Harmony and Kinney.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world. Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Oh, thanks to Jack Black, thanks to Jeffrey Tambor, Frank Caliendo. You can see this weekend at the Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort in New Mexico. Apologies to Matt Damon, ran out of time. Nightline is next. First, visit our album Reflection. Here at the song Worth It with help from Kidding, Fifth Harmony.
some. Hey, bring it back like she left some. Wait, in the club with the lights on, what you acting shy for? Come and show me that you with it, with it, with it, with it.